at least for what they're worth. I don't. I feel like these are vaguely racist. Oh, there you go.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Genta. Am I stuck on a specific? I have to hit the start button.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Shuriken, Kusari, and Kama, Katana, Sansetsukon. I feel like I'm gonna play Akane if I have a choice. Oh, they're like marionettes. Oh, they're marionettes. That's interesting.
Thank you.
They're different colors. And this is kind of... Huh? Is this like... are they like aping off the turtles here? And then this is like Dynamite. This is Ninja Turtles. You will be servants of the Satan. The Satan is a... This town is ours. They use Satan a lot in these title games, huh? The aimed town. It's I was gonna say it's like Dynamite Heady, like the best video game ever made. I'll have to hit both buttons. Okay. We all know about Dynamite Heady in the chat, right? Oh, they actually do get split in half. Holy crap. Let me just see what I do. Oh, what the dog's doing. Alright, so these are all marionettes. Dynamite Heady is like a marionette, and it's also the best game ever made according to Vector. So is the joke that they're all like puppets? Is that what we're going for? That sound effect's like super loud. Oh, that's sick. Let's go. He was full of hot air. I wish iOops was here because he would know the love of Dynamite Heady. If you want, after this, Spoken Normals, I can play that Sailor Moon game because I think I'm about to wrap. I'm gonna wrap up my stream here probably after this game. So, if you're putting in a request for a specific game, since you're new here, I'll go ahead and put that in there. Just make sure you find the. I think what you're describing is the Super Nintendo, the Super Famicom version of the Sailor Moon fighting game, the one that's like that has all the broken characters on it. I can certainly set that up if you want to check it out. And I can go quickly through like what's available on the Mister. You're new here, right? So we want to be nice to our guests. Encourage you to come back. We play a friend of mine actually owns a physical copy of that game. And when he bought it, we played it, and we quickly determined that yes, that game has a reputation for a reason, and some characters are like broken beyond belief. In a lot of ways, it's kind of similar to that Gundam fighting game, the one that has Big Zam in it, the one that everybody memes on. I think it was on PlayStation. That Gundam fighter had some character like Death Scythe, for example, is like completely broken. There's just some characters that are just like really strong for like no good reason. Clockwork Knight, that's what it was. Yeah, you're right. It's got the Clockwork Knight look. Yeah, same as the Power Rangers game on Super Nintendo with like the Lips character and Ivan Ooze. Team Best From Now. Anybody remember the Team Best From Now YouTube video? If you do, then you might be entitled to compensation. You might have mesothelioma. Team Best From Now is like one of those inside jokes that I used to have back with my college friends, but the thing is I was in college with my friends like 20 years ago at this point, so... Which feels wrong to say. Yeah, so there was a Gundam Wing game on Super Famicom for sure, but the one that everyone always talks about is the PlayStation one. So some magician guy turned him into a werewolf apparently, and I guess the girl didn't turn into anything at all. Lovely family. Segata Sanshiro. Sega Satan Shiro. What in the world? Wretch Ninja Kids. Do you feel our power? That guy has a messed up friggin' elbow. Yeah, I noticed that too. I saw the moon was changing, and I realized it was his health bar. The more damage you did, the... See, the thing about these Taito games, graphically, they're very interesting. They're really, like, legitimately. But I said it twice already. I feel like the majority of the people that worked on these games, they're more artists than they are programmers. Because even though the art is fun and cool and interesting, most of their games don't play good. They just don't feel good to play. This one is an exception. This one actually doesn't feel that bad to play. It's pretty responsive and stuff, and it still looks cute. And it has like interesting things like this. But you know, out of all the Taito F2 games I've played, was that a reference to the Pump You Up guys? I'll pump you up. I'll pump you up. I don't know, man. It's just like they don't feel great. This one's okay. This one's passable. Oh, you think it's a bad dudes reference? Are you a bad enough dude? Got him. The music's pretty dope though. It kind of sounds like a Sentai show. It's got that Sentai look. Oh my god, you have a freaking bomb! Is this racist? I'm on fire and I'm also invincible. So catching on fire is a good thing now? You know, like, this game's cool. I like this game. I think I legitimately like this game. So far it hasn't done anything like super offensive to me. Salamander. Woo! And it has some interesting ideas, but it's not like too weird, which... Okay, maybe the marionette thing's a little weird, and the fact that people are exploding like they're made out of paper mache. That's a little strange, but, you know, it's cohesive, I guess? These are kids, right? So it's okay. It's not real, it's all make-believe. Am I supposed to save these people? Are the specials random? They seem to be. The magic attacks? Oh, you know what? I bet you it's... So I found out after I beat Puli Rula yesterday, I found out that the specials were based on your score, your current score. If your current score was like a 5 or a 9, you have a certain character attack. If it was a 10 or a 2, you have certain score. So like, I would not be surprised if this game had a similar system where your score determines what your special is when you use it. It's probably the same on this game. I just had 3 different specials, and I'm almost certain that the score is what determined it. 2-player with 4 characters, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if this game had a 4 cab version. But that, you know, it's actually not that uncommon. There are other arcade games that do that, where some of your moves or some of the things that you have access to are based on your score, or like some other thing, like if there's a game that has a timer, sometimes they change movesets based on what the timer is, like what digit is on the timer. I mean, everybody knows this. Freaking Mario Brothers, right? Mario Brothers gave you fireworks whenever your timer had a certain digit at the end. Usually it's 1, 3, and 6, I think, on the original Mario Brothers. And that determined how many fireworks you got. And then I think it was different in Lost Worlds, or Lost Levels, aka Super Mario Brothers 2. That one, I think it was done, like if you had 2 of the same number or something like that, it was different sets of numbers, and that's where the deal was at. Yeah, it wouldn't be like the most, it's been done, right? But it is cool every time they do it. I don't have any more magic. I guess. This is the second Taito game that has Satan as the final boss. Yesterday, Liquid Kids, the final boss was Satan, and this game apparently is also Satan, so that makes me wonder if Liquid Kids and Ninja Kids are in the same universe. Maybe the fact that they're both called kids implies some kind of greater connection. I'm supposed to be the fire guy, and I'm over here getting cooked. Also, this boss looks exactly like the last boss of Liquid Kids. So I looked it up, Vector, because I was curious. Mizubaku is a type of animal, actually, and I think it's what Hippopo is supposed to be. Like some type of water beast or something. Yeah, man, it makes sense because that's what he is. He's a Mizubaku. Have you ever seen the weird Ninja Warrior cabinet that had the widescreen? Yeah. That actually cabinet was pretty cool. I am, but that's after I beat this game. Yeah, Ninja Warriors again, and all the Ninja... I think Ninja Warrior games are cool. I don't think any of the Ninja Warrior games are on Myster right now. Hello? Can I save you? Because I think it's a different hardware. I think it's a Taito F2, if I'm not mistaken. But Taito certainly knows that Ninja Warriors is like one of their better games. And they definitely got... Did I save her? Like, hello? Are you just gonna sit here? Okay. Alright, goodbye. Ninja Warriors is like one of their cooler games. And they've definitely remade them a couple times. I have again. Or Ninja Warriors, whatever it's called in America. I have that game, but I haven't beaten it. I need to go back and like unlock all the characters and beat it. That's a cute little doodle. Here's a graveyard of you. Am I supposed to like not kill these guys? Can I just go? Yeah, these guys are like balloons or something. I don't understand what this is. Oh my god, I just jumped over the fence! How slick was that? How slick was that transition? They flipped the camera on you and you're still playing a 2D game. You didn't even know it happened. No one saw that coming. What an inventive way to do that. Yes, Ninja Savior returns. That's it. In Japan, it was called Ninja Warrior again, which that checks out, right? Taito and their weird grammatical choices. But yeah, I own that game. That game was cool. Check this out, bro. I'm gonna flex on these fools. I don't understand why I'm fighting the equivalent of, what's that guy's name? Pizza Power! That's kind of what it sounds like to me. Who the heck are you? What are you supposed to be? Alright, I'm starting to lose it on the theming over here. Are these supposed to be like analogs to like enemies of the Ninja Turtles would fight? Like, I'm fighting zombies and like dudes with really big machine guns. Oh my god. And there's mines on the floor, and like there's another homie with muscles. I can step on the barrels? Oh, you can break them down too. Holy crap! Can I step on this? Oh, it's a trap. Oh, that's neat, I guess. I'm dying now, man. They're messing me up. I lost my train of thought. I was going down somewhere, but I got distracted by the enemy that decided to crash my party. Yeah. I still feel weird that I left that girl at the beginning, all tied up. Did I save her? Is she good? Like, I don't know what happened. Just the fact that he like throws out all those shurikens, all that. Is it really? If you search the Baku by itself, and maybe I was misled. Oh, look at that! It's got a power loader. It's an Aliens reference. We love aliens over here. The characters specifically, because the name of the game in Japan is Mizubaku Adobencha. And the Mizubaku is written in kana, and then the Aldo Bencho is written in kanji. So the Mizubaku, if you search those specific kana that they used, and I used two things. I used the Google Translate, and I checked it on DeepL, and the implication was the Baku, at least the way that it was written, could be read as some type of mammal, and thing. And so maybe hippo is what they chose in America, perhaps. Oh, I died. Maybe hippo is what they chose in America. But I think the implication is the Mizubaku is actually the character that you're playing as. Get away from me! Yeah. So I played. That was one of the very first. When I got my Mister, that was one. AVP was one of the very first games that I played on stream. It was dope. I actually liked it a lot. I saved the VOD of my YouTube channel, which my YouTube is basically Cyber. If you just search Cyber, I played through it, and that game was sick. I love playing that game. That game is awesome. If you're interested in, I recorded it in 4K because I was doing a test with my RetroTink, and so there's a 4K YouTube recording on there. And I spoke about the game. I talked about its history. I freaking love it. The presentation's fantastic, and the gameplay. It was made by Capcom, and they went all out. Like, they actually put combos into that game, which is ridiculous. Like, it's nuts. The stuff I was doing on there. I was doing, like, re-jump combos in a freaking beat-em-up game. The Grumpy Man from the Muppets. Yeah, he kind of does look like that, doesn't he? Stadler and what's his other guy's name? I forgot the guy's name. There's a clock. Oh, time stop. Hey, look at that. That Ninja Master looks like Segata Sanshiro, who is a really good guy. Rip the goat. Okay, look, he broke it last time. How did I break it? Is this a graphical glitch? Waldorf. I couldn't think of the other guy's name. Thank you. I know I can rely on John. How do I save these people? I want to save you, but I don't know how to save you. There you are. They're just like run into you? Really? Okay. How? How? Explain to me how I save you. I want it. There you go. I just had to freaking attack. Thank y'all. So that means I left that woman in the alleyway all by herself. Oh no. A lot of time stops. Are they just all hiding behind the chairs? What a weird night. Just ordered pizza. Alright, can I please? Thank you. Forgot to prep food for the week. Neighbor was having a party. Then I got roped into writing a mechanical bull. Well, and that's on top of streaming? Hold on, I gotta catch up on chat. iGoops is doing all sorts of crazy stuff over there. That's ridiculous. I had to like keep attacking until my guy decided to stop throwing shurikens and then start kicking. Hippopo is descended from a water bomb wizard. Mizu Bakudan Sukai. Okay, alright, I'm liking this. I'm liking this. So it really just is water bomb. Okay, alright, alright. We like it. We like it. And Mikey likes it. Yeah, we gotta look at the original Japanese. That's how you know the intent. I was called El Güero rather excitedly. They told me it means the white guy. Yeah, it does actually. I didn't want to tell you that, but they told you, so it's okay. That's interesting. You got a freaking cool set of neighbors that they actually decided to get like a mechanical bull. Oh, I ate that. Why is it always killing the Satan, you know? Why do we have to kill the Satan? I keep getting hit. Oh, they got the kites. They got the ninja kites. You know where I first heard and saw those ninja kites? And I'm kind of dating myself over here, but the very first time I ever saw a ninja kite like that right there, was in a Ninja Gaiden game. And then after that, Shinobi 3. Shinobi 3, they used a ninja kite. I thought it was the coolest thing ever, man. And of course, you know, it was all over media. Friggin' Live Alive, the character that you play as in the ninja chapter, he used a ninja kite. Apparently I did pretty great. Yeah, they're good people. Heck yeah. Lin Kurosawa, yeah, Lin. She was supposed to be in CVS too? I believe that, actually. Lin's dope, man. I wish he was in a fighting game. That'd be sick. I'd play a Capcom game if they decided to put her in there. It was Ninja Gaiden. Yes, it was Ninja Gaiden. It's not Legend of the Mystical Ninja. Unless there's some scene I hadn't seen. The Satan over here causing problems for people, I guess. Oh crap. How many guys have to kill? How many times do I have to kill this dude? How many of these dudes? Get out of here, dude. Stop spawning more. What am I doing wrong? Alright, Durf Sonic, appreciate you. Yeah, I think after I beat this game, I'm gonna call it myself. But yeah, you know, if you guys want to keep coming back, I think I've played just about all the Taito F2 games. I still have a handful to play through. So I guess I should just continue doing this until I've played them all. I don't know when I'll stream again during the week. It might be tomorrow, it might be Tuesday. If you guys follow me on Blue Sky, I'll post up when I go live. And then obviously if you follow me on Twitch, you can set your notifications however you see fit. But yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out. It's fun. I usually stream about this time. I usually wait till the end of the day. So I'm on the East Coast. I start at 8 p.m. my time on the East Coast of the US. So if you're wondering, the earliest I'll go live is 8, just because I have a kid in the house and I need to make sure he's asleep before I stream. Are you serious? Still alive? And like I said, I don't just play arcade stuff. Yeah, thanks, Seth. I don't just play arcade stuff, but I'm doing it now because of the, you know, it's the situation, the Taito situation. I'm going to church? Oh, this is Satan's church. The resurrection of the Satan is soon. At any risk, keep them in check. Apparently Ibuki was Capcom's way of bringing Lin. Is that for real? I need to look into that. That was totally the Shredder. I need to play through the... I haven't played through a lot of the Mystical Ninja games. Yeah, Fridays are for Overwatch. That really tickled you, huh? I went into streamer voice. Just for Vector. Overwatch Fridays. Yeah, we're in the Taito situation right now. That's what they call it. This is the Taito situation. I was explaining at the beginning of the stream that the whole reason I'm deciding to play these games in particular is because the Mr. developers recently released the Taito F2 cores. That's what this is a Taito. Taito F2 arcade hardware, and the developers released a brand new core for use on the Mister. Now, that isn't to say that these games haven't been emulated yet. Obviously, clearly they have. They've been on a MAME. I mean, look at the age of this game. This was back in the 90s. So, undoubtedly, this game has been emulated. It's available on MAME, but that's software emulation. The Mister is trying to be hardware emulation, so that's what's important, right? These games, anything on Mister, when it's quote-unquote complete, which some would argue that they're all works in progress, the games are trying to be as close to original hardware as possible, and so that's what this game is trying to be. It's a hardware emulation, not a software emulation. But technically the Taito F2 cores are beta. They're not final. He released them as a beta and he said, I need more testing on these, so that's what we're doing here, right? We're having fun, we're playing them, they all should technically be completable, but they're not 100% to the original hardware quite yet, and he's still working on them. Well, the Satan is on these games. I wish I understood what their thought process was when they went with the Satan. But yeah, I'm not, you know, I think games are meant to be played. I'm not, if you want to get original hardware, you know, if you want to play original hardware, I try to play original hardware, but I do that with a big old asterisk. It's original hardware with FPGA, and I do own games. I mean, don't get me wrong, obviously I own games. But I try to at least play the original versions of the games as much as I can. Even if I'm using like a flash card or a Mister, because I want to play the game the way it was meant to be played. You know, it's my choice. Okay, am I supposed to go somewhere? Am I stuck? Did I miss an enemy? Uh-oh, is the game broke? That's not good. Is there an enemy off screen? Oh no, did we break the game? Is this it? I was just talking about how this game is beta and still being worked on. Look what happened. Well, that's unfortunate. I would hate to have to cut it short, but it looks like our time here with this game is done. That's unfortunate. I really wanted to kind of see the ending to this game. Well, if the game's not done, the game's not done. Unless I'm missing something obvious. Oh, there we go. There we go. Look at that. So tricky. You actually had to blow up the frickin' you had to blow up the piano. I've dropped a fair few pretty pennies on some retro titles. Yeah, that's how it is, right? I think the game that I've probably, and I talked about it a couple streams ago, but the game that I probably spent the most money on was a complete copy of Radiant Silvergun for the Sega Saturn. I spent a little over $100 on it. At the time, which was a while back. And I did not regret it, because a few years later I sold it for like $230 some odd to a friend. And that, because that was the going rate, right? That's just the cost of it. But yeah, that's probably the game I spent the most on. I got a lot of gameplay out of that game. It was a lot of fun. I used to collect Sega Saturn games because they were fairly cheap. And then every year I would keep buying them because I would go to MagFest to buy from a specific vendor. And at some point I'm like, okay, I gotta stop doing this. And I stopped doing it. And then like a few years later, the mode came out. And then when the mode came out, that meant that I could just play games with my hard drive ISOs and not real ones. It's the Satan. It's more bones than a Mortal Kombat game. That kind of did look like the little pit where the people get knocked into. Good observation. Oh no! He's in the pit of this church, which I guess is sacrilegious. They're really using those like wavy effects. They did that on Puri Rula, and they actually did it on the other game I was just playing. They did it on Growl. Haunting Grounds? Oh man, you own a copy of Haunting Grounds? Speaking of expensive PS2 games, I gave Rule of Rose a shot the other day. I don't understand why that game has any notoriety apart from its expensiveness. That game is not good. That game is extra mid. I played it a little bit more off stream just to like make sure it wasn't just me, and also because I just got the dog and I wanted to play the game with the dog. It makes the game a little bit more tolerable since the dog can tell you where to go story-wise, but my goodness. It's not good, yeah. By the activity of Ninja, the resurrection of Satan was checked. People will never forget the brave figures of 4 young men. Thank you, Ninja Kids. Dude, he's just bored. Now, I heard Haunting Grounds was better. Is it better than that game? Should I consider playing it? Because that's the other game, right? That's the one with the other. That's the other game with the dog in it. What the dog doing? So the whole reason why I even tried Rule of Rose was because Kimura was into it. Rather, I think Kimura was part of the company that developed it. He made Moon, and I really enjoyed Moon. But I was expecting something like interesting like Moon, but it wasn't that. It wasn't that at all, actually. It was just really poorly paced and not great. Okay, so Haunting Grounds is good then. All right, I'm willing to give it a shot just on that. You know, just to try it out. I don't want to. I understand that the PS2 was trying. They were trying back then. Oh, that's cute. They're little disappearing animations. Thank you for your playing. Appreciate you, Taito. It's another Kuon. Yeah, Kuon is. I actually had a discussion with a friend the other day about Kuon. Same thought as you, Vector. That he was saying like, yeah, this game's trash. Like it was the first thing he said when we were talking about it, because I brought up Rule of Rose, and then he on his own accord brought up Kuon and voiced his displeasure about how bad it was. Well, that was fun. It was a lot of fun.